padaog activity 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 padaog activity 2. Papagay ko mingon nga yung answer activity 2 na padana. Ako itong ibutang kaya ako itong ihatag ka adlawa. Tapos kuman, ana. Apte kayo, very good. Pero ang activity 1, si Balundo, wapay 1 and 2. Si Castin, wapay 1 and 2. Cristobal, wapay 1 and 2.
Sir, nana.
Ha?
Nana ko'y 1 and 2, sir.
Yung Cristobal? Oh.
Castin.
Castin, nakakuha pa
Yes po, sir.
ako kabasa. Sige na lang, basta kahit ito naman ka. Kabasa
Yes po, sir.
ako. Sige. Delgado, wapay 1 and 2. Dilima,
Na ano,
wait.
sir?
Wapay 1 and
1 and
2.
2, sir.
Si Dilima, extreme, lahat Taiwan, pero wapay 2 akong lagi.
Hello, sir.
Yan si Marisha, D1, Claire, D1, kami pag-pronounce Aliday. Caryo, Sophia, sa Marisha, D1. Si Kuan, duble na iyang 2, wapay 1. Si Fortuna, si Hampas, wapay 1 and 2. Montilla, wapay 2. Si Meres, wapay 1 and 2. Si Pikahas, si Pitaw o si Public, si Pitaw wapay 1. Si Salas wapay 1. Tambis, si Talipa wapay 1, may 2 na siya. Kung kapas na mo, kaya na siya, kaya makita na naghahapon ako. Sunod mo na, nilig na uhay pa. Diola, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Okay, last time we had already finished listening to the lecture of Dr. Ahuja. So he had discussed to us the functions, main function and special functions of the bugs. Mabitaw ito, maragandam na ko sa activity 2. Yan, isugod ang mong tumag, sige na lang. Okay, everybody go back to the group chat, please. Sa group chat tayo, mag-discuss tayo. Click, go. You go to framework 2. Dito sa diniscuss natin yung Philippine financial system. Number 1 here are the banking institution. Ayun, dito sa right. Are you there ready? Andiyan na kayo?
Yes, sir.
How about others?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Nakita niyo na. Okay, we have the banking institution. Now, yung banking institution, lahat-lahat yan bangko. Of course, we have here universal banks. Pagka-ibig sabihin,
Universal Bank.
which are here in the Philippines and have either branches or main office in other countries. For example, Bank of China, Bank of Shanghai, or China Bank, Bank of Shanghai. We have the Metropolitan Bank or Metro Bank. No? Universal sila kasi. Pero sila sa Pilipinas, meron sila sa outside the Philippines. We have other banks like Land Bank, PNB, meron sila. Now, other banks like mga banks, no? Bank of New York, we have also. So, meron din sila. Meron tayong banks na owned by British, owned by Americans, owned by other nationalities. Dinala nila sa Pilipinas as branch. And so they are called Universal Bank. Now, itong Universal Bank, remember, they are all commercial banks. Kaya lang, tinawag siyang commercial bank kasi may mga branches siya sa iba-ibang bahagi ng mundo. Many other places aside from the Philippines. Or vice versa. Maybe like Bank of China. It is their main office is in China. And then they have a branch in the Philippines. For example, also, yung Bank of Shanghai. Bank of Shanghai is China. Oh. And then they have branches here in the Philippines. Bank of New York. They have their main office in New York City. And now they have also in the Philippines. Itong ating Banco de Oro is also a universal bank. So, well, we have here some other banks like what we have. Other banks are in the Philippines, but they are not universal. These are all classified under the commercial banks. Now, what is a commercial bank? A commercial bank, hindi siya nakalagay. Meron. Okay. The commercial banks are ordinary banks, but they are catering to the needs of people who are more on business. For example, banks like Land Bank, Metro Bank, NB, BDO, BPI, they are commercial banks because they accept deposits. Ano ang different? What is different with the commercial bank and other banks? Commercial bank kasi, they are categorized as large, small, medium. Halimbawa, sa Metro Bank, hindi ka pwedeng magbukas ng libro for savings if you don't have at least 10,000 pesos. Kung wala kang 10,000, you could not start your savings deposit. So you could not have a passbook. Yung passbook, doon nakalagay kung magkano ang iyong na-deposito. Magkano ang na-withdraw, nakuha mo pera sa bangko. That is what we call the passbook. And each passbook has a copy in what we call the ledger in their office, in their bank. So, kung anong nakalagay doon sa passbook mo, meron silang kopya sa kanilang ledger para malaman mo at malaman nila kung magkano ang na-deposito mo, magkano ang nakuha mo na withdraw. Now, so the non-commercial, itong hindi commercial bank, for example, rural bank. Sa rural bank, pwede ka mag-deposito kahit na 150 ang pera mo. You open your account, your passbook, savings deposit, kahit na 200 lang pera mo. Because this is not commercial bank in nature. This is not purely a commercial bank. This is a purely commercial bank. We will discuss this later. Kaya yung dito sa mga commercial bank, the poor people could not go there. They can go, but they could not transact business. Kasi hindi nila kaya yun. Yung mga tao na kasama doon sa pamilya ni Andoy Purdoy, yung mga walang pera, yung mga butas ang bulsa, yung mga mabaho ang pitaka, yun ang mga walang pera. Kasi paano magkapera yung butas ang bulsa? Palaging nawawala ang pera. Kasi butas yung bulsa eh. Paano magkakaroon ng pera sa pitaka? Kaya sinasabing mabaho ang pitaka niya kasi pwede na itapon kasi walang laman, walang pera. Kaya mabaho daw yung pitaka. Now, in other words here, these poor people, maybe they can go to the commercial bank, but they could not transact business. Anong gagawin na doon? Wala naman silang passbook. Wala naman silang i-deposit pera doon. Wala naman silang kukuning pera doon kasi wala silang deposito. So, ito yung mga tao na tinatawag namin unbankable. Unbankable. Again, the word is unbankable. Pagka sinabi unbankable, ito yung mga tao na alam nila na merong bangko. Alam nila kung saan yung bangko. They know that there's a bank. They know where the bank is. But they do not know what people are doing in the bank. Ang alam nila, what they know is only that people go to the bank to get money. Akala nila, kumukuha na ng pera doon. Hindi nila alam yun kung ano. Hindi nila alam na kailangan pala magdeposito ka para meron ka magkuha pera or meron dapat magpadala sa iyo para may makakuha ka ng pera. Yun ang alam nila. They do not know that because they are poor people. Pangani siguro ka kita nag 1,000 pesos, ngayon siguro ka kapot ng 1,000. No? Because, that was one of my questions last week. Bakit sa piso, si Rizal ang nakalagay? At bakit sila Pulapo ang nakalagay sa 1 centavo? Most of the people in the Philippines, especially before, hanggang grade 1 lang, alam nila, hero si Rizal. Alam nila, Pulapo is a hero. Yung naunang hero sa Pulapo. No? So, nauna siyang hero kasi he fought against Magellan. Kaya, yung pinakamaliit na denomination ng Philippine money, andun siya. Si Lapu-Lapu. Okay. So, universal bank, commercial banks. So, yung mga BPI, mga Bank of Asia, lahat yung Asian Development Bank pala is a universal bank. Yung Rizal Commercial Bank, RCBC, Rizal Commercial Bank, is a commercial bank. It is not a universal bank. Number 3, what is a thrift bank? A thrift bank is a bank where the people here or the owners are plenty. Yung mga nag-ambag-ambag sila ng kanilang pera para makagawa sila ng bangko na ang kailang gusto, maipon ang pera nila doon. And then, yung sila, they will place their money there in order that they can loan na mababang interest. Yun ang sa thrift bank. Rural banks. The rural bank is a bank which are situated in the small towns, small cities, small province. No? Yung kaya tinawag siyang rural. Pag sinabing rural, this is an area where there are few people. Then their major livelihood is agriculture. So agriculture, planting rice, planting corn, maybe sugarcane, baka, maybe coconuts, and so on. Basta yung agriculture. Now, itong rural bank na to, ginawa to para sa kanila. Because, you know, yung ating mga magsasaka, kasama doon yun, kasama sila sa pamilya ni Andoy Pordoy. Naghihirap. Wala silang pera, walang puhunan. But remember that they will need money to plow their fields. They will need money for farm inputs, for fertilizers, for seedlings. They will need money to pay their laborers. Yung pag-plowing, harrowing, planting of the rice. They will need money. But they don't have that, so that's why the rural bank was made for them. Doon sila manghihiram ng pera sa rural bank in order that they can be able to have their fields cultivated as part of their livelihood or their main livelihood, you know. Karamihan kasi sa mga farmers natin, mangutang talaga yan. It is experience and it's a record that many of our farmers, especially rice farmers, mangutang yan sa may-ari ng lupa. Many of them are what we call tenants. Oh? Ano ba yung tenant? Tenant is a person who is working on a rice field or a piece of land which is not his own. So, in the dialect, ang tawag na saop, meaning he is only there to work. Either he is paid or he is given a share of the harvest. Example, ikaw ako saop, ikaw tanom sa basak, ikaw mo pagtrabaho, and then tunga ka sa abot. Okay. Okay, that is your tenant. The owner of the land is called a landlord. Okay? Intindihan niyo to? Had you heard about this sa high school pa kayo? The tenant or the
Yes, sir.
landlord? Ah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
economic?
Yes, sir.
Economics. You know already what a tenant is. You know what a landlord is. So yung may-ari ng lupa is called the landlord. Now, what happens? Hiram siya ng pera kay landlord. Si tenant. Hiram siya 1,000. Pagbayad niya, that will be 1,400 already. Pagkatapos ng anihan. Anihan, from the time na hiniram yung pera, it will take 4 months. Kasi ang pagtanong sa umay, no, mag-prepare ka pa. Magdaro, magkuhan, magsudlay, magtagaytay, magtanong sa umay, magimpyo, until the time that the rice will be harvested will take you 4 months. So, 4 na buwan niyang binabayaran ang tubo ng pera. At 10% or 20%, pagka 20%, that is 800 already. Ang babayaran niya 800. So, pailabot ang niya sa 1,000. Kaya ang nangyayari is, halos wala na siyang may bentang palay para sa sarili. Binayaran niya yung utang niya sa kanyang ay ang landlord. Pagkatapos, wala na siya, almost wala na siyang palay na may benta para sa sarili. Dahil malaki yung tutubuan niya. That's why the Rural Bank was made. Kasi ang Rural Bank magpapautang sa kanila ng mababa ang tubo. Very low interest. Sa Rural Bank kasi, 22% a year lang. Ibig sabihin, or 24% a year. Ibig sabihin, 2% per month. Ang dito sa iyang landlord, 20% per month ang tubo. Kung utang siya 1,000, sa isang buwan, iya itong hatagan ang amo niya o 200 pesos. Kasi 20%. While in the Rural Bank, isang taon, kung utang siya ng 1,000, isang taon babayaran niya ng 240 pesos. Isang taon na yon. Okay. So the Rural Bank was established to help or to cater to the needs or credit needs of the farmers. Ngayon, itong mga farmers, so dito na sila dapat manghiram sa Rural Bank. Pagkatapos, babayaran nila yun, then mahihiram ulit sila. Pero, ang kanilang tubo, maliit masyado. That's why, meron na silang palay na maibibenta para sa mga pamilya nila, para sa sarili. So, makabaligyan agad siya para sa sariling pamilya. For example, isang taon, ay isang harvest, harvest siya ng 100 bags. So yung 50, bigay niya doon sa kanyang 50 bags, bigay niya doon sa kanyang landlord kasi hati sila. So yun na sa kanya. Kinuha pa niya doon yung fertilizer, yung kanyang ibinayad na labor, kanyang lahat-lahat na siguro out of the rice, yung palay na kanyang naibenta, siguro kakuha na siya ng mga 500 pesos. Kaya sobra, kung saan man niya, kulang pa siyang pamilya. Okay, that is the problem. That's why the government has to establish rural banks in order to help the farmers. Any questions until the rural bank? We have the cooperative banks. Now, ano yung cooperative bank? The cooperative bank is a bank of cooperatives. Ang nangyayari dito sa coop bank, ang mga nagdi-deposit sa kanila ay kooperatiba. Co-ops ang nagdi-deposit sa kanila. Co-ops din ang nangihiram. So, this way is called cooperative bank because it is designed for cooperatives. It is designed to help co-ops. Now, we go to the next. Is Islamic Bank. Islamic Bank is a specialized kind of bank. So dito rin siya sa mga Islam, mga Muslim provinces like Davao, like Maguindanao. Oh, yung doon lang yun. Kasi ang kanilang tinutulungan, kanilang pinahihiram ng pera at ang nag-deposito sa kanila, lahat mga Muslims. Because they have the same problems. And then, doon kasi kanila, halimbawa, pumunta ka doon sa Tangkudarak. Oh, most of them there are Muslims. Hindi sila pwede na magkaroon ng mga kasama kasi nag-aaway yung mga Muslim at Christians most of the time. Hindi sila magkaibigan masyado. Although they are all Filipinos, but most of the time they quarrel. They are arguing. Kaya the government had thought of establishing what we call as the Islamic Bank. Okay. We have the savings banks, organized to accumulate savings, deposit, and to invest them in specific purposes. Yung itong savings bank at trust bank, pare-pareho lang to. Microfinance banks. Microfinance banks established to provide a broader range of financial service to micro enterprises. So microfinance banks were made to help small businessmen. Yung maliit lang ang kanilang negosyo. So the microfinance banks was established for them. Hindi siya pareho sa rural bank kasi rural bank agricultural. So, yung pananim, babuyan, manukan, mga pato, mga rabbits sa kanilang products, no? Siguro kasama na yung fishery, yung palaisdaan, mga fish pen. These are covered by the rural banks. Ang microfinance banks, yung maliliit na mga negosyante sa store, yung mga siguro yung mga nagtitinda ng isda, mga gulay, tinda ng gulay. But it is not pananim, ha? Hindi na pananim yan. This is already on commercial purpose or what we call as entrepreneurial purpose. Okay. Now, the term specialized government bank composed of development bank, for example, or Development Bank of the Philippines, Land Bank of the Philippines. These are specialized banks. Kasi ang nakita nila na only very few, di ba meron tayong rural banks na dapat tumulong sa mga magsasaka. Yet, nakita nila na hindi lahat ng mga bayan o maliliit na city ang nagkakaroon ng rural bank. Kaya nilagyan nila ng land bank na para tumulong din sa pangangailangan na puhunan ng mga fishermen, mga agriculturists, agriculture people, mga magkatanim ng niyog, and so on. So ito yun. They are called specialized banks. But they are also, remember, they are also commercial. They are also commercial banks. But they are specialized banks. They are specialized banks. Okay. Now, ngayon, you will note that these are all banks. Now, meron tayong development bank, the Development Bank of the Philippines, which is also a specialized bank. So, yung Development Bank of the Philippines was established to help either agricultural, non-agricultural industries. So, dili ni siya kay para sa namaligyahan din siya. Wala siya mo para sa maghimog mall, department store. Wala siya mo para sa naghimog ang negosyo apartment. But these are specialized industries like mining, like fiscal industry na yung kailangan nila ng milyon-milyon na mga maybe malaking negosyo na ikaw ang unlad ng bayang Pilipino. So, a big business which will be used or which will be important for the development of the country. Yan ang tinatawag nating industrial development, industrial for country development. Now, ngayon, ang rural banks hindi pwede magpahiram sa kanila ng ilang milyon. Ang land bank hindi rin. Kasi ang land bank para doon sa mga negosyante talaga ng mga halimbawa yung kanilang negosyo sa bahay. Yung negosyo nila is yung subdivision, diba? Sa bahay yung pagpabilyar. May bilyar. Yung mama sa may bilyar dahil dyan sa mga Camellia homes niya. Now, some also other business. So, yung Development Bank of the Philippines, iba yun. And para talaga sa development of the countryside and development of the country in general. Okay, any question on the banks? Remember, na yung bangko, any bank, yung kanilang trabaho is it will accept deposits and lend money to businessmen for credit. Now, the only bank, yung mga bangko na hindi, it doesn't depend. Bisag pa mag-deposito, nanay kwarta, is the Development Bank of the Philippines and the Land Bank. Kasi government sila. So kahit na maraming mangutang sa Development Bank, maubusan ng pera, yung government, magbibigay yun doon. Bibigyan ng pera ng government yan. Kasi tulong yun sa mga tao. And also the Land Bank. That's why, Ngayon ang land bank sa Nabal, for example, land bank in Nabal, we do not go there. Andun kami sa Metrobank, andun kami sa CNB. Bakit? Because ang bagay si government bank, lahat yung mga bayad sa government, andun nila binabayad. Ang dami-daming tao, lahat ng mga negosyante na kukuha ng license sa NFA, magbabayad sa NFA, magbabayad sa BIR, andoon sa land bank nagbabayad. So, napakaraming tao. Because it is a government bank. So, hindi na kami pumunta doon. Kung kami pumunta ka doon, alas 9, magpipila ka pa. Pagkatapos, bibigyan ka ng number 40 ka na. Pagpasok mo doon, alas 10 na. Number 40 hanggang alas 2 ng hapon pa. Patay. Makakatulog ka na, tugutumin ka pa. But when we go to PNB or Metrobank, we only stay there for not more than 30 minutes. We could already transact our business. We could deposit our money, we could withdraw. So, yung land bank, at saka yung Development Bank of the Philippines, yun. Of course, ang Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, hindi nagpapahiram ng pera yan sa tao. Yung mga PNB, yung Metrobank, they lend. They give credits. They offer credits to people for commercial purposes and even non-commercial purpose. Yung land bank, pero hindi, napapautang sila. DBP. Pero ang Central Bank of the Philippines, hindi siya napapautang sa tao. Ang pinapautang ng DBP, ng Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, ay mga bangko lang. So, land bank, nagbaro kami. Pag-it, DBP, kahit anong bangko, especially rural banks, pinapahiram nila ng pera yun. In order that they can help the small businessmen. Itong usually, yung mga PNB na hindi naman nahihiram yan sa Bangko Sentral. Kasi mga mayayaman yung may-ari niya. Mga Metropolitan Bank, Express Bank. Tingnan nyo. Ang Express Bank, dito sa Nabal, pati yung DPI, pati yung BDO, they do not accept deposits. Yung sa Tacloban, they accept deposits in Tacloban, they accept deposits in Cebu. Marami na kasi silang pera. Paano ginagawa nila dito? Yung City Savings, for example, Express Bank, Bangko de Oro, BDO, BPI, Bank of the Philippine Islands. Ang kaya lang, naghanap sila mga tao gustong umutang sa kanila. And then, pautangin nila. But they do not accept deposits anymore. Kasi marami silang pera. Nature din, yung mga bangko kasi, mga mayayaman na yan, they have plenty of money. Tingnan nyo, ang kanilang mga building, ang lalaki. Yung Metrobank sa Nabal, dito lang yan, wala pa silang sariling building. Pero yung PNB, kanila na yan. Kasi ang Metrobank, hindi pa siya masyadong matagal dito. Pero ang land bank, hindi din yan kanila kasi government yan eh. Hindi naman sila gumagawa talaga ng sariling building nila. They only rent. Kasi pag sinabi ng presidente, oh, sige, wala mo, alis na mo. Wala sila. Okay. Any question on the banks? We will discuss later on the operation of the banks. Tsaka yung after sa first day ng face-to-face natin, we'll discuss about the money and interest. Ang interest na binabay sa bangko, bakit hindi siya palaging ganon? Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. Ano yung role? What is the role of interest or the role of getting or paying interest? The importance of paying interest, the importance of charging interest to people who are having credits. Okay. So, that is. By the way, sa first day natin sa ating face-to-face, dalawang activity natin. First is, I will show you the different denominations and different currencies, different countries, pera nila, perang papel, perang coins. And then, we will have our first long quiz sa face-to-face. So, yung inyo, you will use your printed paper. Ako na magpa-print. Magkano ba kaya ang photocopy sa Naval? Sa inyo? How much is one piece of photocopy?
Dos, sir.
Dos. Okay. I will charge you 1 peso and 50 centavos. It's only. So you pay to the treasurer of the class 150 each para sarili nyo ng papel. You will answer you will write your answer there. Kasi hindi na ako mayaman I could not donate to you. Namumulubi na nga ako.
Thank you, sir.
So, yan, instead of charging 2 pesos, 150 lang.
2 pesos na lang, sir.
Ha?
2 pesos na lang, sir.
Mahal kasi ako pisina, sa Budya. Ayun, pagpahal kasi ako pisina, parang bahal na ako, ginansya, basta kay Kamuraman.
Ako ba ihatag, sir?
Ha?
2 pesos pala mo ihatag, sir.
Anong 2 pesos naman? Why, 150?
Okay, waray naman sa mga centavos, sir. Waray na.
Waray na, sige, dos na lang. Waray naman ada.
Sige, sir.
Okay, nagkukuri bisan 25. Okay, sige lang, dos. Okay, sige.
Salamat, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now, any question with the banks? We will go to the topic of what we call interest. Yung bangko, when they accept deposits, they pay the owner of the money interest. Diba sabi ni Dr. Ahuja, nag-discuss siya sa history of money, especially the mothers, when they will bring their money to the bank for savings, di ba? Sabi niya, para wala daw robbery. Sabi niya, walang robbery sa bangko. Actually, ang mga bangko, may robbery din. Di ba yung had you read from the newspapers na ang bangko, tulisan po? But there is no problem. Even if the bank there will be bank robbery, naka-insured naman kasi yung mga pera, the bank will pay. Di ba, meron kang 100,000, nagkaroon ng bank robbery, babayaran ka talaga ng bangko. They will get money and then para sa iyo, andyan pa rin yung deposito mo. Hindi mo naman na-withdraw Kung nagkaroon ng bank robbery, kailang problema yun. Now, magkano ba yung interest na binibigay sa isang tao when they deposit money in the bank? Or banks now. Kasi, nagbibigay lang sila sa isang taon ng 4% 0.6%. Wala pang 1%. Ganito yun. Halimbawa, meron ka 100 pesos na deposit sa bangko. Gawin natin maliit para madali. Kung may 100 pesos ka na deposit sa bangko, bibigyan kayo ng interest na 60 centavos, 60 centavos per annum. Ibig sabihin, 60 centavos sa isang taon yun. Wala pang piso ang binibigay sa yung interest kasi bakit maliit? Bakit maliit? Wala pang piso sa imong 100 pesos. Isang taon yun per annum. Annually yun, annually. So, 60 centavos. Kung meron kang 1,000, bibigyan ka nila ng 6 pesos. Isang taon. Yan, tingnan mo. Bakit maliit? First, pinulungan ka kasi nila eh. Pinulungan ka nila na hindi mawala ang pera mo. Hindi ka kulbaan na tulisyon sa inyo, kawaton, imong brother, imong sister, o ni tatay, aron ipantungit. Wala na yun kung nasa bangko yung pera. So, nakatulong nga sila sa iyo. Second is, yung pera mo, insured. Naka-insurance, may insurance yun. Halimbawa, mag-share sila, ang PDIC, Philippine Deposit Insurance Corporation, again, PDIC, Philippine Deposit Insurance Corporation, will pay you back the money. Halimbawa, may bangko. Pero rin ko sa Nabal, may nangyari. Meron kaming 100,000 with the Rural Bank. Nagsara ang Rural Bank. So, binayaran kami ng 100,000 ng PDIC. So, hindi nawala yung pera. But, ito, kung ang imong deposit, kung ang deposit mo sa Rural Bank ay sa kahit na anong bangko, is more than 500,000, halimbawa 600,000 ang imong deposito. Nagsirang bank, PDIC will only pay you 500,000. Yun lang ang kanila. Ang aming kooperatiba is a victim of this. Nung nagsara ang Rural Bank, we have money there. Ang naibalik sa amin, only 500,000. Kasi yan lang ang kailangan insured. Kaya, pag kayo yumaman later, huwag ninyong iubos yung inyong pera sa isang bangko. Kailangan, not more than 500,000. So, maglagay ka ng 500,000 sa Rural Bank, maglagay ka ng 500,000 sa PNB, 500,000 sa Land Bank, 500,000 sa Metro Bank, 500,000 sa BDO, 500,000 sa ibang bangko. So, kahit na masara, lahat makuha mo yun. Kasi ito, the lesson that we are teaching is, do not place your eggs in one basket alone. Do not place all your eggs in one basket alone. Ano ibig sabihin nito? Do you know the song Maria Went to Town? Trust?
Yes,
Hindi ba?
sir.
Ha? Maria went to town. She brought 1 dozen eggs. Anong nangyari? While she was walking down the hill, papunta na siya sa palengke, she had been counting kung anong bibilhin niya. Dahil may sigurado yun eh, yung eggs niya ba bibili ng pagdating sa market. Unfortunately, she stumbled. Nadamag siya.
Tanga.
And all the eggs were broken. Ano pa ngayon ang bibenta niya? So, ganyan ang mangyari. Ay, nilagay mo lahat ng pera mo sa bangko na isang bangko lang. 100 million, halimbawa. You place all of that in a bank. Metrobank o KNB or BDO. Tapos nagsara. Di mabalik sa'yo 500,000 lang. Di ba lugi? Lugi ka. Malaki ang lugi mo. Ilang milyon na hindi ba ibabalik sa'yo? That is. So that is the lesson we are teaching. Do not place all your money in one basket alone.
Do not
Kung hindi mo gustong malugi ka.
all the money
Any question
in the basket
until this part?
in the
Okay. So the interest that they are giving to depositors is very small. But when you borrow money from the bank, malaki ang sisingilin niya sa'yo. Malaki. So for every 100 pesos, for example, manghirap ka ng 100 pesos. After 1 year, pagbabayarin ka nila ng 24 pesos. Magiging 124 na ang babayaran mo sa bangko. Malaki, di ba? Compared to your 60 centavos na makukuha mo kung ikaw mag-deposit. Pag ikaw nag-deposit, bibigay lang ng 60 centavos per year sa 100. Pero kung ikaw nang hiram, isingil ka nila ng 24. Bakit gano'n? The reason is, yung kailang pera pinahiram sa iyo.
interest.
And then, singil ka nila malaki kasi meron kang tubo na nakukuha sa negosyo. So you gain much from your business. Kaya yun. Kaya kung dako pa kayo ng ilang sukot, awa na mangutang sa bangko. But because your business can gain much more. Then these people go back and loan again. Kaya dako kayo ilang ganansya sa ilang nahuram na, ilang nahuwang magkwarta. Any question? Okay, so I'll give you time to work out on activity 2. So activity 2, na-discuss nato na siya. Now, may marangada nagpasa na activity 2. I was saying again that in working with your activities, please answer the question very well and discuss. Kaya nilagay ko dyan sa activity 2, in your own words, sabi ko, discuss in your own words.
Ay, oo pala.
Here,
Gagi.
I said, activity 2, read from the reference books, journals, periodicals, and from internet, and answer the following given below as the effect of money to the economy. So discuss yung gina siya. Di ayaw nyo tagay tag-usa ka sentence, doha ka sentence, kay dili na discussion ang doha ka sentence. Any question? So remember, in our first, kay next week we'll meet only once. Next week mag-meet lang ta sa 12. Pagkasunod, face to face na 19. remember, sa face-to-face, you have to wear your complete uniform. Okay. So that's all for this morning. Thank you very much. I hope you will work on your activity. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
What naman?